my mic even set up? Oh, it is. Okay. Since I decided not to record the first part of it, guess we're doing this. I have my headset in, so the mic's definitely gonna pick up the audio, isn't it? Of course it is. Yes, I'll grab my headphones. This is scuffed, dude. Oh, this is just a VOD. I don't really give a crap. If I'm talking to myself, no one's gonna watch this. Alright.
Yes, in fact we have. I'm Shu from Feiyun Commerce Guild. Aboard this ship we have the inventor of Theater Mechanicus previously came to the Feiyun Commerce Guild we heard that they'd be demonstrating the game and letting people try Theater Mechanicus at—
Oh! Speaking of—
Master, he's,
Whoa! Xingqiu's just sitting there!
What? Oh. It's the Traveler in Paimon. I presume you're guests in Inazuma as well?
Oh, we aren't actually guests. We're actually guides for the Iridori Festival.
Please, no need to worry. I was a little too caught up in a novel on the void. Yes, now that we've arrived, the Kanjo Commission will likely wish to inspect our invitation letter. Let's keep it in hand. Huh? That's odd. There was a piece of paper underneath my bag.
Ooh, let Paimon— Oh, there's no doubt about it. It's from the same series.
The story you found before.
Oh yeah, in the warehouse down by the—
No.
By the poem hunt competition.
Oh my god, Traveler's face.
Yeah, that's it. A friend of ours is on Rito to paint portraits of the 5 Kasen. You know, as if you can find one of the stories and give it—
Wait a moment. So you mean that—
Hey, it's hard coming up with stuff on this—
There's a chance of meeting Calx in person?
Huh?
Really? That's wonderful! I knew that Calx would attend the Irodori Festival, but convincing just a few days later. Word then came that Calx would be busy painting It is a most rare opportunity for both Calx and I to be in Ina's—
Don't worry, Xingqiu. Even though Calx has work to do, he still has time. Also, we heard that Calx did
so you've already heard. To be honest, my works have drawn little interest in Liyue.
No.
However, the novels are selling quite well. Calx is not only a skilled artist, but when I looked at the art, the brushwork did not even look the slight— Oh my! I was beginning to get carried away there. Let us depart. Quickly now.
Luckily, the idea of meeting Albedo managed to draw Xing—
We gotta rush all this in, dude. 2 hours. Let's go.
Traveler, Paimon, how are you?
You must be Calx. It's a great pleasure to find. Forgive me. It's rude of me to introduce myself.
And you may call me Albedo, then.
No, that.
Why not? Seeing as we're both friends of the Traveler. Besides, we've already corresponded with each.
It's not just you, Albedo. We haven't seen Shinjo act this awkward before either.
You guys, it's certain. Oh, by the way, we happened to find a story from the.
You know, that thing where we have to find pieces of paper with story.
Huh? Oh, I understand the story now.
Splendid. Though, I'm still piecing together this.
If all of you are free.
Oh, well.
Do you have other plans, Shin?
No, not at all. Speaking of.
Shimura's.
That's perfectly fine with me. But I must.
Oh no.
Huh? No way!
No, Paimon, I'm not referring to.
Huh? Shinjo's suspicious.
Paimon, you read the poem, right? Although it may seem confusing to Shincho on its.
Read them together? Suiko lost Aoi no Okina's poem in a drunken. Huh? Wait a minute. Could today's story be hint? No way! That can't be.
And that is precisely the point of suspicion. If Shincho had. Moreover, he didn't raise any questions when I suggested another place because of the windy weather. This means he knows that she.
Are you saying that Shincho has already been in Ina's?
Yes, that is indeed my.
What?
Whoa.
How could Shincho be the book thief? His mission.
Calm down, Paimon. Even though this is the first time I've met Shincho in person, we've communicated via letters for some. I think there must be some deeper motive at play here.
Oh? Could
It's difficult to say at this point. I'll be relying on your assistance to get the good. Then.
Oh, it's a freaking story. Isn't the Uyu restaurant? Yeah, what the frick? Well, yeah, I should be over here, but luckily we didn't do that part of the mission. That's good. I'm not doing my commissions today. No time.
I don't see anyone suspicious around. It seems clear for the moment.
Oh, this whole thing's starting to.
First, we must ascertain whether Shincho was already in Inazuma or not, since we're still waiting for him.
The last phase of the Irodori Festival is when they released.
That's right. A signed first.
I've seen Gen Yu's signature before. His handwriting is.
He'll be there in person on the day of the release, so.
Wait a minute. Did you just hear that? Not only will she.
Welcome to Uyu Restaurant. Please talk to me.
Albedo, what's your.
If he really is hiding something, then he might feel even.
Oh, come to think of it, Shincho meant.
Is that so?
Hello there.
Hi, do you have any.
Why, of course. I personally recommend our freshly caught seafood. It's been
So the weather at sea has been bad these.
It sure has. A few guests from Liyue.
Oh.
Please tell me if you want to order.
That was delicious.
That's good. Now's our chance. Let's talk to Shincho and see. Maybe we could start by asking him.
To be honest, there wasn't much to see. Just water all around, morning to night. The sheer monotony of the trip caused everyone to grow well. So, when the peak of Mount Yogo finally appeared in the distance as we approached the island. However, the ship sailed along at a crawling pace. It took a whole day from the time we saw the mountain peak.
Paimon didn't catch anything suspicious so far. Oh, right! If it took an entire day to reach the docks, then it would have been pouring rain at the time they saw the.
We learned a couple of things from his account, but we still require more evidence. let's discuss creating novels with Xingqiu.
While it is entertaining to read novels, writing, you must give great thought to every detail. From the layout of the plot, and even when you have come up with interesting content.
I couldn't agree more. Whether it's writing a book, creating art, or studying alchemy, seldom...
Xingqiu and Albedo are getting into some deep topics now.
Speaking of illustrations, Albedo, I've long wished to express my sincerest gratitude for providing... My novel didn't sell well in Liyue, yet you've consistently managed to select the most important scene of the chapter for your illustrations. This made...
Thank you. However, I took some light novel illustrations were typically centered around the characters. But this time...
Well, that scene was intended to depict the change in the world.
No, there was a crack in his alibi. My illustrations were sent for printing the moment they arrived in Inazuma. So logically... Xingqiu, we have something very important to ask you now.
Oh? Why the solemn looks all of a sudden? Huh? I'm afraid I don't follow.
Mr. Okazaki told us earlier that actually the weather at sea was very bad these last few days. So when you said that everyone came running to the deck to see Mount Yogo, that couldn't have happened!
On top of that, the latest installment of A Legend of Sword will only be revealed at the Irodori Festival. Even we, the
Well...
The jig's up, Xingqiu. Are you in some kind of danger but can't tell us the truth?
No, please... I suppose my lack of sleep is inevitably taking its toll on my mind. I did in fact come to Inazuma early to handle some things.
Oh, well, if this isn't a coincidence.
Shut up, freaking Venti.
I heard that the owner of this establishment has some fine-aged
Oh
wines.
my god.
Paimon knew you couldn't possibly be up to anything good.
Says who? In fact, I just bumped into Kujo Sara a moment ago. She said that the Tenryou Commission has apprehended the criminal who stole all those copies of A Legend of Sword.
No,
You needn't worry
Venti.
about it any longer.
Huh? The criminal who stole A Legend of Sword?
Did I...
Oh no. The person they apprehended. Was it by chance an editor
Apologies, Kujo Sara didn't mention a name.
Everyone, it's too late to explain. We must make haste and rescue.
Oh my god, Venti. Or whatever.
Please, wait. Onodera is innocent.
Oh, so you must be the author of...
Anyway, you mustn't take him away.
No need to worry, Zhenyu. I've just explained everything to Madame Kujo, and Kuroda has testified for me.
Yes. In fact, we were just...
Oh. Wait a minute.
Well, to be precise, we had dispatched 2 additional squads here.
Xingqiu looks pretty flustered. What exactly?
Though it's most embarrassing, it appears quite a few people are aware of the situation now. In the end, I'm the one
No, Zhenyu. It's only appropriate that I take responsibility for this. For the Irodori Festival, I recommended the idea of selling newly released novels signed by the authors. Not only was this the first major project I was in charge of since joining the Yai publishing house, but Lady Yai also... However, I did not discuss our plans with the authors in advance. As a result,
Yes, to be frank, calligraphy is not my strong point, so...
Even though such an event will be difficult for Zhenyu, after telling him how important the plans were to me, he immediately boarded a ship to Inazuma. So these past few days, Zhenyu has been actively practicing his handwriting. However, so I came up with the idea of moving the new books from the warehouse to my place. That way, I thought everything would work out without a hitch. I never expected that someone... To make things worse, I was on vacation and staying with Zhenyu in my house these past few days.
Onodera, I agreed to your proposal because I didn't want the readers... Also, I knew that Onodera had been misled by one of my... At a previous event, The Yai publishing house had requested I practiced tirelessly for an entire day, but looking back on it now, I had dug myself into a hole by
Hey, come on, you two. Loosen up a little. The theft was nothing more than a...
Yeah, that's right.
Onodera, I think you should explain the truth regarding the stolen books.
Yes, I understand.
We should probably be heading back.
Well, that's settled.
Onodera, what are you doing?
I'm very sorry for all the trouble.
Yeah, why didn't you tell everyone earlier?
That's right. We're a team, and
Let's leave the past behind us now. Our first priority is to help.
My progress is not what I had hoped for. Even after working through the night, these...
Oh, no wonder Shinji.
I understand.
Oh, that makes sense.
Murata, go back to Yai Publishing House and get Aratani to book a room on the second.
yes, Mr. Hirayama. It just...
Yes, good idea. Ah, you've just reminded me. Two calligraphers.
It seems I'm real...
No need to worry, Zhenyu. I'm sure you can do it. Didn't you finish the last chapter?
Yes, but writing novels and learning calligraphy...
Even though Shincho still has to deal with his handwriting issue.
I always used to prefer working alone in my workshop. But
We also owe a special ode of gratitude
No,
to
do not sing.
You mean whoever left behind those stories?
Pardon me, but what...
Oh, right. We haven't had a chance to explain.
I see. It appears that Onodera and I were spotted when... Albedo, may I ask you one thing? Not only do I owe the successful resolution of today's incident...
no problem. Considering the similarities between the
Another story.
That figure was none other than Aoi no Okina himself. This turn of events had begun with an unnamed individual, under whose coercion, Aoi no Okina was forced to take drastic measures to retrieve a page of poetry. He knew nothing of this individual's true intentions. All he knew was that the poem had to do with an old acquaintance, Akahito.
Albedo really is something. He finished the Wonder how Shincho's calligraphy training is going at Uyu Restaurant. Oh, hello! He's a friend of ours in the release of his new...
What the heck?
Oh, what's it? It's getting late now.
We're halfway through. We're halfway through. No, please. I don't want to do that crap, please. We have 3 hours. Or 2 hours. Oh, we have till 4. More time than I thought.
It's already time for us to be at the docks. Let's go! The arrival schedule says ship stopover, 1 person. Does that mean we're only welcoming 1 guest today? Look, that figure on the wharf. It looks like Kazuha.
Yeah, Kazuha's welcome back. Welcomed back.
Greetings, traveler in Paimon. I heard there would be guides for the
We didn't expect to see you either.
I was a little surprised myself when I received the invitation. But after wandering the outside...
Kazuha, when we saw you in the distance just now...
Ah, yes. You see, when I came off, I could tell they were not footsteps of a regular passenger. But by the time I turned, even though I didn't manage to catch a glimpse of...
Oh, does the paper happen to...
Huh. Fascinating. It's almost hard to believe such things could happen. Sure, here it is.
basically says that Akihito got his name from his love. Well, if Paimon were to rate today's story, it sounds pretty unfortunate.
I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with this story. I too was once wanted as a criminal by the shogunate. So I'm not all that different from Akihito.
But according to the story, Akihito was exiled by the huh? Traveler, what are you thinking about?
Ah, by the way, you mentioned that your friend has been struck in Liyue and Inazuma. There is a saying, that which has been stamped. While sailing at sea, I sometimes carve things to pass the time. If you wish to create...
Wow, that's an...
Interesting. A stamped seal, huh? Indeed, it is an efficient solution. If we use a stamp, then Xingqiu won't have to struggle with his handwriting anymore. Since Xingqiu's signature has been previously revealed to the readers, it would seem insincere if he only... But I have another idea. Using a seal is a part of it, of course.
Not again. Why do we have to keep going there? God, this stupid restaurant.
Yes, that's it, Genyu. Your writing has greatly improved today.
My apologies, but I simply can't do it anymore. My hands are so sore that I can't even move them anymore.
You just had a 10-minute break. Come on, you can do this.
When it comes to pushing a deadline, there's no one more brutal than Mr.
No wonder Lady Yai would always send the editorial
Whoa, this is getting scary. It hasn't even been that long.
Mr. Hiroyama, we found in both Liyue and Inazuma, seals are widely used as the equivalents of a signature. Of course, a seal on its own is not an... First, we'll use a personalized seal. We can... In addition, I'll also design a simple but elegant pattern that's easy for Chinyu to write. That way, he will only need to...
Let me... Alright, I think that would work. Not only does it still involve the author's own handwriting...
So, what you mean to say is...
Mr. Hiroyama, it suddenly occurred to me that the reason we gave up on live book signings previously was but if we adopted Calx's proposed method, and if all the authors signed their books in the same fashion, then...
If you think it's feasible, I would certainly be...
Yes, and you may leave...
In that case, I shall contact the other...
It is a great honor to use a signature designed by Calx.
My pen name is quite complicated and isn't suitable for signing events.
Great! Looks like
I'm sorry to have kept you busy for so long, Genyu. Please, take the next... The books that Genyu already signed can be used as special prizes in future events held by...
We did it.
Thanks to everyone's efforts. Ono did...
That's right!
Welcome to Uyu Restaurant. Please.
We still have some time to burn. Where should we go next?
Traveler.
Dang, we're getting everyone up in here.
Oh, it's Ayaka! And Venti! That's an interesting combo.
I was just going to the festival venue to prepare the Ikebana lesson when I found this bar just happened to be close by at the time. He informed me that you've also found similar papers recently. As such, we came together to find you two. But the paper she found isn't quite... Here's the paper. Please, have a look.
Huh. All the poems we found before were roughly the same length. This one is only 2 lines.
there are only 2 short sentences, neither of them are next to the title. The position of the writing.
If we take the poem literally, it reads, "Dip this paper." Speaking of which, I have an ancient text at home.
So, shall we give it a whirl? It should.
And we got the whole party here.
Wow, look! It's really working! More words have appeared on the paper!
I like this picture.
Let Paimon see what it says. The story says that after Sumizomi got the plagiarized words in the poem became blurry.
You see, Paimon, in the past, when printing was not yet well developed, handwritten text could easily become. To ensure the text lasted longer, they'd either write using a special ink. Such special inks are time-consuming and laborious to produce. However, since Akihito's poetry collection was an important gift to be presented, but as for the plagiarized poems, not only would they lack Akihito's seal, but the words would also react differently when exposed to liquid.
Which means Akihito didn't plagiarize his work?
Yes, it appears that this is the truth. Although the story is saddening, I've decided on the subjects to use for Kazuha, Ayaka. Would you be willing to be the models for my paintings?
I would be delighted.
Yes, as would I.
There you go. The next 2 portraits should be ready in no time.
Yes. And now...
Long ago, Inazuma had 5 legendary poets. People bestowed upon them the title of the 5 Kasen.
One year, the poet Suiko made his way to Tenshukaku and presented the Kasen's work for the shogun's perusal. But a page from the works of Aoi no Okina had been torn out, and Suiko was questioned regarding the matter. Suiko pleaded guilty. He admitted to drinking at the tavern the night before, and vaguely recalled a mysterious figure approaching while he was intoxicated.
That figure was none other than Aoi no Okina himself. This turn of events had begun with an unnamed individual, under whose coercion, Aoi no Okina was forced to take drastic measures to retrieve a page of poetry. He knew nothing of this individual's true intentions. All he knew was that the poem had to do with an old acquaintance, Akihito.
Akihito had once belonged to the 5 Kasen. Each poem he composed, he marked with a scarlet red seal, hence the Aka in his name. Such a distinguished writer was he, and yet one of the poems he had submitted the previous year was found to be plagiarized. Akihito was exiled for his crimes, and only 4 of the 5 Kasen remained.
Sumizome went over Akihito's poems and noticed that the plagiarized poem lacked his seal. She immersed his poetry in a stream nearby, and only on the plagiarized poem did the ink run. Aoi no Okina passed by and witnessed Sumizome's doing, which he then recorded in a poem. Thus transpired the events of Suiko's poetry submission, and this is where the story comes to an end.
Nice. Nice. Yes, we got all 5 of the pictures.
Yeah. Ever since we completed the story of the 5, one of the 5 Kasen is called Current. It's just that, how could the story of the 5...
Oh!
Huh? Not noticed what?
What he means is that the story of Kuronushi was already embedded within the 4 poems.
Huh? Really?
That's right. The key lies in the poem that Aoi no Okina wrote after seeing Sumizume rinsing. An average person could never understand the scene of a young girl washing aka. Even Aoi no Okina couldn't figure out the meaning behind Sumizume's actions. However, for the perpetrator who framed, he was worried that if this poem was seen by the Shogun, then the Shogun could discover the truth. So in desperation, he threatened Aoi no Okina to make him tear out this poem.
Which means the one who threatened Aoi no Okina is the same person that framed Akihito. What? Kuronushi?
That's right. Though there are only 4 poems, they still managed to tell, since the Shogun mentioned in the poems is certainly not the one of the 5 Kasen.
Oh, okay.
However, the story of the 5 Kasen has more or less reflected everything that's been happening, which begs the question, is there a Kuronushi in our world as well?
A Kuronushi?
Speaking of which, I wonder if our dear Kazuha has come up with anything.
Oh, right! Kazuha!
Everyone's being friends.
Hey, Kazuha! Are you okay? You've been
Apologies for making a wild assumption, but...
Yes. A few things did come to mind, actually. I don't mind sharing the stories, but
Hey! We're all friends here.
Kaidehara, please forgive my assumption, but...
Raiden Gokuden? What?
It appears that Miss Kamisato and I were thinking of this, but it also has much to do with the Yashiro Commission. It would be improper to speak of...
It's fine. Those of us here are all trustworthy. However, this matter is somewhat complicated. As you all know, the Yashiro Commission's primary purpose is managing ceremonial and cultural affairs. The Raiden Gokuden were once the top 5 schools of the forging art in Inazuma. Although these families were swordsmiths by craft, they also held many important positions. Unfortunately, of the 5, only the Aminoma art still maintains its artisan lineage. The descendants of the Ishin art are none other than the Kaidehara family.
Whoa! We knew Kazuha came from a noble family, but we had no idea about his connection to the Yacht.
Yes, but that's all part of the past now. The Ishin... My grandfather was dissatisfied with my great-grandfather's lack of effort. When he was young, my grandfather traveled all over Tibet, and in my generation, our last remaining family property was...
I heard my elder brother mention that the decline of the Raiden Gokuden happened very rapidly. In the span of a few decades, later, there was speculation that all of these misfortunes stemmed from some background machinations, meaning that someone wanted to wipe out the Raiden Gokuden. However, since not every family of the Raiden Gokuden came to ruin, such explanations were treated as nothing.
Indeed. I've also believed, however, I know that a major incident happened. Not only did it affect the Kaedehara clan, but it nearly jeopardized after reading the story of the 5 Kasen. I can't help but...
What exactly happened to your
I still can't say. I need to speak with... I will tell you everything I know then.
Whoa, some more story. Part 4, let's go. I just want the crown. The crown is so important. Where are we going? 12, 14.
Ah, you're here. It appears everyone has arrived. Last night, I visited a former servant who once worked for my family. In my great-grandfather's generation, the Ishin art, though all the craftsmen involved were very experienced. When the deadline came, the blade still wasn't finished. The Kaedehara clan and Yashiro Commission then conducted an investigation. However, they met fierce resistance from the craftsmen. The Kaedahara clan was severely punished for the swordsmiths that had escaped. Moreover, I heard that the head of the Kamisato clan was injured by the fleeing swordsmiths, which combined with his advanced age...
Yes. The sudden passing of the family head left the Kamisato clan leaderless. Treacherous people took advantage of the situation. This single incident had profound effects. Even after the position as head of the clan was passed to my father, the Kamisato clan still wasn't. But thanks to my brother...
The failure to forge the blade was ultimately attributed to a lack of required skill and finesse. The Kaedahara clan, however, the story of the 5 Kasen seems to imply that the failure didn't stem from a... Miss Kamisato, I heard yesterday that the Yashiro Commission has still kept the diagram ever since the failed... Might I ask you to...
Yes, I understand. I will go back and...
Oh, thank God. I could have been dead if I didn't do the Ayato quest. Guess if you start the events, they affect it.
Everyone, I've managed...
Though the diagram is well preserved.
Whoa, that's pretty old.
At this point, we can only try our luck.
Whoa.
Although the effect is not too obvious, you can... Kazuha, this is clear evidence that this chart was indeed tampered with. Someone...
I see. But I fear that I've discovered this secret too late. When my grandfather was young, he proposed reviving the Ishin art many times to my great-grandfather. Yesterday, the former family servant said that my great-grandfather even went to the Yashiro Commission to request that diagram from the head of the Kamisato clan. He then... Sure enough, my grandfather also failed. My grandfather left Inazuma in a rage after hearing those words. He didn't ever see my great-grandfather again. Looking back at it now, the argument...
Oh, I heard that your great-grandfather was very industrious when he was young. But later in life...
Kazuha, did your great-grandfather really say, if you can't find the secret within?
Yes. The servant said that he personally... My grandfather was so angry at the time that he smashed my great-grandfather's cherished bonsai tree.
No, there's a secret inside of it.
It appears that you understand my meaning. Kazuha, if your great-grandfather thought that the Ishin art lacked finesse, then after witnessing his son's failure, wouldn't he have said something along the lines of, your skills aren't sufficient? But instead he said, if you can't find the secret within...
That's a bit weird, but...
Huh? Oh, so you're saying my great-grandfather may have very well known that the failure was due to someone's tampering?
Yes. The current evidence suggests that is highly...
I apologize, but would you... After I became a wanted criminal, the Tenryou Commission seized my I want to inquire about the whereabouts of those belonging.
Oh yeah. Now they tossed him out.
What are you all doing here? Did something happen on Rito?
Kujo Sara. Perhaps
the criminal.
You still remember me.
Yes, I do. You're Kaedehara Kazuha, a wanted criminal during the Vision Hunt decree. However, your arrest warrant has since been repealed.
Sara, we'd like to ask about the Kaedahara clan's property.
Yes, the items seized at that time are currently stored in the warehouse next to the police station.
No, I'm afraid you misunderstand. I'm not...
I see.
Thank you, sir.
No, thank you.
Kaedehara, about the Vision Hunt decree.
That's all in the past now, Kujo-Sara. There's no need to mention it again. I know you've also had your own convictions.
We're getting some character development.
However, may I ask something of you?
Yes? What is it?
Currently, I have no plans to stay in Inazuma. As a result, those items from my family's estate are of no use to me, Madam Kujo. I believe you are a person of integrity. After our investigation is over, I'd like to ask if you can handle those belongings for me. Please, sell them, and use the money to help the poor.
All right, I understand. I'll be sure to take care of it.
You must be here to investigate the Kaedehara clan's belongings. Well, Madame Kujo's already informed me of the situation. The Kaedehara clan's belongings are stored in this warehouse. However, I have clearly marked the corresponding items, so they should— I'll be waiting for you at the door, please.
Kazuha, since the items are scattered throughout the building—
Yes, sounds like a plan.
Oh, it's you. I'm currently investigating the sword rack.
Renowned swordsmiths, then this blade should be super valuable.
I'm afraid not. Although the sword rack is made of fine wood, the blade on the sword hasn't been sharpened, but there are many signs of use on the hilt.
Let Paimon see! Oh, there seems to be a couple uneven characters etched in. Paimon can imagine what Kazuha was like as a kid.
I will continue investigating here and call you if I find any.
Oh, it's you.
Whoa, this folding screen looks—
Yes. Perhaps if it were better maintained, then it could fetch a decent price. I was taking a closer look just now and noticed that the soil is deeply embedded into the cloth. That means a great deal of force was used when the dirt was lodged into the cloth. It's likely that this patch of dirt is from the very flower pot thrown by Kazu, because this is not what we're looking for now. Let me think. If I wanted to leave a message, but
Albedo seems to be thinking pretty.
There must be some around here somewhere.
Alcohol.
Do you see all these pots here?
Hey! Everyone else is trying hard.
I merely jest, of course.
Well, Paimon doesn't really get why Kazuha told Sara to sell all the— What if we don't end up finding anything today? Then what—
I know you are worried about Kazuha. Since Kazuha made such a request to Sara, that indicates he's already made his choice. What? No, not intuition. Leave the things here to me.
What did you find, Shinjo?
I found quite the pile of old books. These books here are all related to smelting steel. And these are about the process of forging blades.
The books about plants and flowers must—
I skimmed through them just now, but I didn't find anything particularly worth—
Everyone, I've found something that you should all have a look at. this flower pot was in my house for a long time. I heard that it was...
Yeah, the plants seem to have been dead for a while now.
Well, after my great-grandfather stopped studying the forging arts, he picked up the hobby of keeping bonsai plants. Most of his... But he specifically left behind this dead plant at the time. And even instructed my grandfather deeply regretted that he never managed to reconcile with my great-grandfather. But now that I think about it, my great-grandfather could very well have left it behind for a...
Now that you
Yes. Let...
We finally found something! Do you think someone already discovered the compartment?
No, I do not think that is the case here. See the paper? It's...
You mean to say that these sheets have been written...
Yes, I agree with this hypothesis.
Okay, let's give it a dunk then!
There is a pond outside the police station.
What was that noise?
Well, how did it go? Those weren't just
Just as everyone guessed, after I sprinkled some water onto the paper, right...
Oh? What does the letter say?
It is. I'll tell you what my great-grandfather knew at the time. Everyone?
Where are we going, Kazuha? Where are we going? Some special place.
Kaedehara, why did you lead us to this beach?
It is. In fact, my great-grandfather... Our hypothesis was correct. My great-grandfather was well aware of the truth behind... It reads, to whoever reads this letter, I, Kaedehara Yoshinori, have been held to a certain secret throughout my entire life. I don't have much longer in this world, and after much consideration, I finally decided to disclose the matter. All those years ago, when I was pursuing the swordsmiths alongside Commissioner Kamisato of the Yashiro Commission.
Uh-oh.
I was not injured by one of the fleeing smiths.
What the heck is happening? Whoa.
Rather.
Whoa.
And after the clues led us down to shore, I waited for the culprits to show themselves. However, there were no swordsmiths in sight, only a single eccentric stranger. This stranger claimed to be the one behind the failed forgings, and said that he had been patiently waiting for us.
No way, it's Scaramouche.
Raiden Gokaden. That person was of able body, and in a blink of an eye, myself and the accompanying samurai had been defeated.
Not Scaramouche.
Commissioner Kamisato was severely wounded, and I barely escaped death myself. My hat had fortunately blunted a blow to my head. The unusual stranger could have easily claimed my life at that moment. But, after noticing my appearance, he stopped his attacks and sternly asked if I had any connection with the name Niwa. I answered that it was my father's surname, and after my father disappeared, I was adopted by the Kaedehara family.
He's not even blood related.
Upon hearing my answer, the stranger paused. After a long silence, he suddenly said, "Tell her this. My name is Kuni Kuzushi." He then turned and left.
Wow. So that's what really happened.
That was crazy.
My great-grandfather and the head of the Kamisato clan escaped from death and learned that the forging diagram had been tampered with by Kuni Kuzushi. However, due to the encounter, the head of the Kamisato clan was worried that my great-grandfather would be falsely accused of being involved with the perpetrator. So even on his deathbed, the master of the Kamisato clan cautioned my great-grandfather to never speak of what happened, Because the perpetrator said he would destroy the Raiden Gokaden. My great-grandfather worried that the perpetrator would still return for vengeance. So, he said, as the leader of the Kaedehara clan, I am deeply ashamed to witness the decline of the Ishin art.
Dang.
But as a father, it is my priority to ensure the safety of my children. Yes, that's right. If my grandpa had somehow discovered the secret behind the tampered diagram all those years ago, perhaps my great-grandfather would have told him the truth. Unfortunately, he failed to catch any of the hints in my great-grandfather's words. Miss Kamisato, it appears you were unaware of the happenings that my great-grandfather described here.
I suppose the reason the head of the Kamisato house never spoke of this to the family was due to similar safety concerns. If the perpetrator was capable of tampering with even the Shogun's diagrams, and could single-handedly defeat many men, then he is not. I will discuss this matter with Brother shortly, and investigate the identity behind the one called Kuniku.
To be honest, as I read the letter, I felt much turbulence in my heart. My great-grandfather said in the letter that he did not wish his descendants to blindly seek revenge. Though he was in a tight situation when he wrote these words, I feel like they are still valid. No, I think what's most important for each person is not the past, but the present. Even though we must carry the burdens from the past, there are also things we wish to strive for. Therefore, knowing the truth behind what happened is enough for me. I will live on just as my great-grandfather had hoped. That being said, if the enemy from all those years ago is still lurking and plotting to stir up more trouble, then I definitely won't turn a blind eye. These are simply insights I've gathered from all that I've experienced. Thank you all for accompanying me in my search for the truth behind that incident.
Great! Now that we're done here, let's head back to Rito.
It's a pretty good story.
Today is the final stage of the Iridori Festival. Not only will there be Shincho's signing event, but Albedo's painting of Kuranushi will also be unveiled. Let's take a stroll.
Hello, traveler.
Albedo, why is the portrait of Kuranushi all covered up? Haima wants to see what your Kuranushi portrait looks like.
Don't worry. The unveiling ceremony will be starting shortly. I will say that I'm most satisfied with this particular work. I even made a special trip to see someone in order to complete it. Is that so? Anyway...
Like a freaking yai. What is she doing there?
Well, hello everyone.
Hey! What are you two doing together? Don't think we didn't see you two chatting up a storm just now. The moment we came over, you stopped talking.
Is that so? I'm afraid you're just overthinking things.
We were merely discussing wine and food. I'm sure you two wouldn't be interested.
Speaking of good sides with sake, I personally prefer fried tofu.
Forget it. Even if those two are plotting something, they'd still never...
This is a really good story.
Kazuha, what are you doing here? Why aren't you at the festival?
I came here to take in the sea breeze. Such a bustling atmosphere is never really to my liking. I knew you were still worried about me. Thank you, but please, don't worry. The things I said in front of everyone weren't just pretty-sounding excuse. Look, see this familiar harbor in front of us? Before, you could sit here all day without... But now, it's become a bustling place. Not only are foreigners coming to Inazuma again, but traffic between here and Watatsumi Island.
Yeah. Inazuma has already started to change, huh?
I was thinking, in some ways, each and every one of us are similar to this country. It might take a different amount of time for different people, but there will inevitably come a day when each person can let go of their burdens. And when they finally let go, they are free to follow the wind as they please.
Poetic.
Greetings, traveler. Paimon.
Oh, Ayato! We finally get to see the busiest person of all.
Yes, there were many things which required my attention these past few days. Fortunately, the Iridori Festival is proceeding smoothly. The Tri-Commission cooperated closely to prepare this festival, so at long last, I can take a break today.
Brother and I are very grateful for your help.
Thomas sure is taking his sweet time.
Oh.
Yes. Today is one of the rare occasions when Brother isn't busy. I was going to buy some books, but he said he wanted to come along. His treat. However, he forgot his
Paimon didn't think Ayato could ever be forgetful like that.
Brother always works diligently, so Toma and I really cherish such moments when he's forgetful.
No. Dude, freaking. Look, he's signing the books. Oh my god.
Traveler, Paimon, it's a pleasure to see you. Indeed it did. Thanks to you, the signing event went off without a hitch. And I must say, the readers seem most satisfied.
Shincho, is it just Paimon, or are you on the lookout for something?
You aren't mistaken, though I'm ashamed to admit it. But in fact,
Aww.
I've been on the watch for tourists from... After all, I came to Inazuma under the pretext of evaluating a potential investment. If an acquaintance were to see me sitting here, then there would be no way to hide the truth from my father. Fortunately, the crowds of readers that came flocking over have kept the usual tourists at bay. Oh, I should mention, Shu is also unaware of the real purpose of my trip. If you happen to meet him, please accept my thanks in advance. I'm sorry that I can't chat long. There are still readers waiting in line. I'll see you later at the unveiling ceremony for Kuronushi's portrait.
It's time for the portrait's unveiling ceremony. Let's head over to the 5 Kasen Plaza.
Love this fan novel. But the ending in the original is not like that at all.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
Love this fan novel. But the ending in the original is
world remains constant over the centuries. But human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
Original is not like that at all.
Everyone, welcome to the magnificent Iridori Festival. Today, we have ushered in the final stage of our festival. And now we will reveal the final portrait of the five Kasen, Kuronushi, which was done by none other than our guest...
Paimon has no idea what Albedo's portrait looks like.
Let's all count down together. 3, 2, 1...
It's gonna be Traveler.
Huh? What's this? This piece depicts nothing but a background. I suppose Calx must have forgotten to include the character. Let's hear some words from Calx himself regarding the creative process behind this piece.
Hello, everyone. First, I would like to say that it was an honor to be invited to create the portraits of the five Kasen. The five Kasen are legendary figures from ancient Inazuma, famous for their works of poetry. As time passed, poems were composed about them, and they became the subjects of many stories. I learned from existing sources about those stories that the character of Kuronushi is the deepest and most differing of the five Kasen. Moreover, Kuronushi lacks a dedicated chapter among the stories. It's as if he is a behind-the-scenes role of the five Kasen. Perhaps we can assume that every creator had a different understanding of Kuronushi. So, in the same way, I also wanted to leave this character to everyone's own imagination. After all, the Iridori Festival is a place for everyone to express their minds through creative works.
Yep, that's all for ya. His super logical explanation is sure to win everyone's approval. Well, it seems that our adventures at the Iridori Festival have come to a close. Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, he's sneaking along the background.
Oh, right! We still haven't figured out who left those stories of the five Kasen for us to find. Really? Come on then, who is it? Tell Paimon!
Oh, it's Yai.
Well, that makes sense. Otherwise, there'd be no way to give the right paper to the right person every time.
Oh.
Right. Even though they were using stories to hint us toward Shincho's troubles, the real goal was to lead us to solve the secrets of the Kaidahara clan. Paimon gets it now. Well, at least Paimon thinks she knows. Let's go! We'll get to the bottom of this.
Everyone just left. It's you.
Ayato! You're the one behind the stories of the five Kasen! But don't you think you overdid it a little? Leading all your friends on a wild hunt like that?
As it just so happens, one of the reasons I'm here today is to explain the details behind this wild hunt.
Huh. Paimon wants to see how you'll explain yourself out of this one.
First of all, the start of this whole incident was due to mere happenstance. You see, Lady Yai happened to catch sight of
Huh? So it was Miko after all! Paimon knew it! This thing had Miko written all over it!
That's right. But using the story of the five Kasen to guide you to the Kaidahara family's secret. As for my roundabout approach, well, that was something which I had no choice but to do. Yes.
Story.
Due to a certain incident that occurred earlier, I happened to notice the bonsai plants left behind by Kaedehara Yoshinori, as well as the blank papers hidden inside. I knew there was more than meets the eye regarding those papers, but it took me some time to figure out the secret behind the ink. The kind that would... What Kaedehara Yoshinori said in the letter is very important for both the Kamisato... The Kaedehara clan used to be subordinates of the Kamisato clan. It was my ancestors who were unable to protect them all those years ago. Although he has the right to know the truth, the closer he draws to things hidden out of sight, the closer he also draws to danger. Of course, I could outright tell him the truth that I had discovered. But maybe he doesn't have the will that's required. In that case, if he lacks the ability, then he wouldn't be able to find the truth in the first place. In which case, Kaedehara Yoshinori left his message in a roundabout way precisely for this reason. For a long time, I yearned for a suitable opportunity to convey the...
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Yeah, Yeah, it wasn't only Kazuha. You brought all of the rest of us into this plan of yours.
I figured you would ask this question. I merely saw that this matter would be of value to you. And more importantly, I hoped that while Kazuha and Ayaka were looking for the answers together, they would have some reliable friends by their side. Reliable friends who would be willing to protect them and make measured decisions. Friends who would spare no effort to lend a helping hand in times of trouble, because it is also very likely that you will face the same enemy together in the future.
Yep, Konokuzushi.
You already know the answer deep down inside, don't you? The answer is actually hidden in the portrait of Kuranushi. When there is no one else near the portrait, you can confirm with your own eyes. As for the means of revealing that answer, well, you have used it many times before.
Freaking elemental sight, really? Are they gonna tell me? It's not busy.
Pretty late, so nobody else is around now. So Ayato must have been telling us to splash water on the portrait, right?
Oh, is it? Don't do it.
It's the Balladeer! So he was the one behind the trouble all those years ago!
When there is no one else near the portrait, you can confirm with your own eyes. As for the means of revealing that answer, well, you have used it many times before. Also, there's one last thing that we must discuss. I mentioned earlier that the occurrence of a certain incident made me notice the bonsai plants. I wish to tell you of that incident now. It was just after the Shogun announced the abolition of the Sakoku decree. I heard that something had happened at the Tenryou Commission. They had discovered signs that someone had entered the warehouse storing the Commission's articles of evidence and confiscated items. But nothing was stolen. I felt something unusual about that incident, so I told Kujo Sara of the Tenryou Commission to treat it as if nothing happened. She was not to increase the guard or relocate the warehouse contents. In the meantime, I sent a member of the Shumatsuban to keep watch over the warehouse. And sure enough, someone was sneaking in and rummaging through the belongings of the Kaedahara clan.
You mean, he was also looking for...
I let him search for a while, but in the end, he found nothing. Soon after, he had to leave Inazuma by boat.
Why didn't you send someone to catch him?
The best way to protect a secret is to treat it as if it doesn't exist, is it not? Besides, the identity of this person is not hard to guess. After he left Inazuma, I carefully checked the Kaedahara clan's belongings one by one, and eventually discovered the papers in the hidden compartment
that makes
of the
sense.
Flower Pot. I am certain that the papers are the secret which the infiltrator sought to find, though he couldn't confirm whether this secret existed at all. So, now on to my final question. Which part of Kaedahara Yoshinori's experiences was the secret that needed to be protected? I don't have an answer to this question at present, so I'll leave it to your future self. As for now, please, enjoy yourselves at the Iridori Festival.
What a coincidence. I was wondering where I might be. Oh, can't I come and see? Alright. As much as I'd like to sit and chat with you, this time, before bringing Klee here, I told her many stories about Inazuma. It got her very excited to experience the local... However, I've got other things to do in Inazuma this time, besides painting the portraits of the 5 Kasen. Inazuma is not like Mondstadt. She hasn't complained, but fortunately...
Yay! Mr. Honorary Knight's here! What you talking about, Mr. Honorary Knight? Are we gonna go play? Yeah! But Albedo is really busy. I can't go too far away or he'll be worried about me. Aw, Klee, you're such a thoughtful kid.
Unlike Paimon.
Paimon's very thoughtful, thank you very much. Paimon always thinks of you whenever she's eating a delicious slime. Yeah, that's more like it. Anyway, it is pretty cruel not to let Klee go out when she was so excited to come. Yep. Allow the almighty traveler and dependable Paimon to bring Klee on a tour.
Klee? Do you want to go play with Mr. Honorary Knight?
Yay, you bet I do.
As you know, Klee is our Spark Knight. You must keep her safe and sound. By which I mean, try to keep her out of trouble. For instance, if a mountain in Inazuma was to lose one of its peaks, or if there were an explosion somewhere, I'm glad to hear it.
I promise I'll bring you back an awesome souvenir, Miss.
Great.
There are loads of cool things to do in Inazuma. Try the local cuisine, visit a shrine. What do you want to do, Klee? Cuisine? What's that? You know, food and drink. Paimon just meant we could take you to a local restaurant. A restaurant? Yay! Snack time! Got it! Alright, snack time it is! Let's go! Something smells so good. Mr. Honorary Knight, look at this noodly soup. It's so pretty.
It's not noodly soup. It's tonkotsu ramen, actually.
Oh, so, what are those yellow and red thingies on that plate?
You're kidding, right? Those are tri-flavored skewers.
And what about this little yellow cake?
That's an egg roll. They're amazing. Have you really not tried one before?
Wow, tonkotsu ramen, tri-flavored skewers, and egg rolls. They all sound delicious.
They sure are. Guess you're not from around here if you haven't tried any of these before. Let me buy you an egg roll with my allowance so you can get a taste of our Inazuma.
Oh, how nice.
Really? But Master Jean said I shouldn't go taking other people's things. Also, that's your allowance, right? Taking another kid's allowance just seems kind of wrong.
Oh, I remember you. You're Yoimiya's friend. How come you know how to make egg rolls?
How come I know?
Egg rolls are a piece of cake for this guy. Why don't you make some for Klee and Ewell? Really? Alright, we'll be waiting. Mr. Honorary Knight? What?
I even have the ingredients. Stop.
Mr. Honorary Knight.
trying to cook them, bro. Do I even have the ingredients? Or the recipe? Do I really not have the recipe for it? Oh, I have it. Never mind. What the frick? Didn't know it was a freaking 1-star thing.
Come and try some. Mr. Honorary Knight, what do egg rolls taste like?
Wow, you...
It's sweet. Yep.
Yeah, these egg rolls...
Who is Yoimiya? She makes egg rolls too?
She's a superhero.
Yoimiya can do anything. She tells stories, keeps goldfish, makes fireworks. Yoimiya's pretty much the best and most awesome person ever.
For me? The best, most awesome person in the world is my mom. And Klee knows loads of other great people too, like Mr. Albedo, Mr. Honorary Knight, Master Jean, Kaya. Surely she's not going to name everyone she knows.
Oh, well, I don't know any of those people. But anyways, I still want to in most festivals, Yoimiya's so busy that you can never... She seems like she hasn't been in a great mood recently.
Okay.
fights in a row against that guy with the...
Wow, Matsuzaka. Nice work. It's not easy to beat Ito.
Don't worry, Yoimiya. Maybe you can't light fireworks during the Iridori Festival?
I know. Thanks, you guys.
It's Yoimiya! It's me! I want to introduce you to a new friend, an Outlander girl. I just met her. Wait, what's your name again?
Klee! My name is Klee.
Nice to meet you, Klee. I'm Yoimiya, and I run Naganahara Fireworks.
Hello.
Aww.
I love the cute outfit, with the hat and the cool little symbols. So unique. And your backpack, wow, it's really well made.
That's a 4-leaf clover. Mom and Master Jean said it can bring me good luck.
Really? That's awesome! I bet everyone would love one of those. Also, that little fairy on your backpack is super cute, too.
That's Dodoko, my best friend. We always go fish blasting together in Starfell Lake.
Oh, Dodoko? What an interesting name. I really like...
Yep.
Oops.
My mom says that when a Dodoko is born, it rides the wind and goes off on a big adventure.
Ride the wind and go off on a big adventure? Klee, your mom sounds like a very cool person.
Yep. My mom is the best and most awesome person ever. And Yoimiya, Iwao was right. You're a really cool person, too.
Thanks, Klee. I feel like we really get each other. We'll be great friends, I'm sure of it.
It's so heartwarming watching these two chat away.
Hey, Klee! Since you like 4-leaf clover so much, why don't I make a firework with a 4-leaf clover pattern and set it off for you?
Yeah! And after the fireworks, we can go fish blasting with Dodoko. Hold on a second. Fish blasting? No way. Albedo was pretty clear about that.
Oh, oops. I got so excited that I completely forgot about that. The folks from the Yashiro Commission specifically warned me that no fireworks are allowed in Inazuma during the Iridori Festival.
What? It's not allowed? But... Aww. Okay, then. Hey, come on! You just made a new friend! This is a happy occasion. Yeah, we still have loads of things we can do. Right, just like Saika said. There are lots of fun things to do.
What do you say, Klee? Sounds like the Iridori Festival could be a real blast.
Okay then, let's go! Here we are, the venue of the Iridori Festival.
Outlander Brigade. When the wind of death blew towards the blonde samurai?
By Kawabunga Iki. Yoimiya, this is a really strange name.
Who's this Kawabunga? It's pronounced Kayabuki Ike. That would be me. Outlander Brigade is a new series of mine, and When the Wind of Death Blew Towards the Blonde Samurai is the first volume.
Japanese titles.
Outlander's Brigade? Is it a story about the best of friends? Kaya says that every good story has to have best
What the
friends
heck?
in it.
Absolutely not. I would never allow such cliches in one of my
Wow,
novels.
so mean.
This is a book about betrayal, blood, and tears. A long and lonely struggle. A stubborn samurai's path to the truth. This is the kind of story that needs to be told.
Oh, is that right? Well, I'm not sure that's a very, suitable story for Klee. We might keep looking around.
Hey, miss! Don't go! Are you sure you don't want a copy? I'll give you 40% off.
No. Why are they walking so slow? Oh my god.
Flowers for Princess Fischl.
Oh.
Look, it's Fischl's story.
Oh.
That's right. Flowers for Princess Fischl.
Have you read this book before, Klee?
Nope, but I know Fischl's story. Fischl always hangs out with Oz. Everyone in the Adventurers Guild knows. It's just like how me and Todoko are always together. I wonder if Todoko is getting bored now.
Oh, Klee, I'm afraid it can't be helped. There are a lot of flammable items at the festival, and we have to be careful not to start a fire.
Darn. It seems like even the Iridori Festival can't cheer Klee and you and me up. There must be plenty of things you can do with Dodoko besides lighting fireworks and going fish blasting.
Yeah, like,
Painting?
Wait, so that's what you're suggesting?
That's right!
Oh, I said the wrong thing.
It's a place for putting your work on display. You could show Dodoko's story for everyone here! Bingo! What do you think of that idea, Klee? Mr. Albedo taught me how to paint. I can paint the story of Dodoko's adventure in Inazuma.
That's very imaginative. I think it's a great idea. We could even put the finished story on display at the festival.
Yay! Great! Dodoko will be so happy.
Perfect. Okay, so I have...
Yay! Let's go! Let's go! Those two can run so fast when they're motivated. We better catch up.
What?
Klee and I just had a discussion, and
we're gonna keep the content of the story a secret from you guys for now.
Obviously, I can't tell you why. Or you'll see. Don't worry, you can keep exploring the festival while we're busy in the shop.
Come on, Yoimiya, we should get going. Let's go inside and start painting.
Aww.
Paimon was hoping that we could all paint together.
Aww.
So unfair. Actually, Paimon's got an idea.
Paimon, no.
So, what does Dodoko do after getting to Inazuma?
Dodoko goes to eat.
Ooh, that sounds great! Is that what you're painting? Once you're done painting, let's go get it printed. We'll print a whole bunch of copies and go hand them out at the festival. Although it'll cost a lot more to get it printed. Let me see if I've got enough saved up.
It's okay, Yoimiya. I have some more. Look!
50 more is probably not quite enough. Well, if we don't have enough, we can ask the Traveler for ideas.
Mr. Honorary Knight has helped a lot already. I don't want to trouble him, so I think I should just go fish blasting to earn some more.
No fish blasting. Paimon and the Traveler said so.
Oh my god.
Then we've got no choice. We'll have to go see Mr. Albedo.
Who's Mr. Albedo?
He's my older brother. He's super duper smart. He can do anything. And he knows how to paint, too. He paints hilichurls.
Oh, is that right? Then I guess Mr. Albedo...
An artist? Oh, that means he has 2 jobs. One as an alchemist, teaching sucrose alchemy. Yoimiya, let me show you something. Mr. Albedo taught me you can paint Dodoko's color like this.
Wow! I can see the resemblance. All right, I'll paint the streets, and Klee, you fill in Dodoko's colors. Hey, you can even write the story over here to explain what's happening in the painting.
Okay, let's write this.
Oh.
Shoot! Paimon didn't hear the last part.
Aww.
Dodoko sure had a lot of fun in Inazuma.
Those two sound like they really did go on an adventure with Dodoko. They couldn't be happier.
Now, we have to get Dodoko's story printed. Come on.
That's just down the street.
Here we are. The Yai Publishing House. Ooh, it's Auntie Aratani. I know Auntie Aratani.
Whoa, what?
Auntie? Who's that calling me Auntie? Oh, it's the little girl who came with Mr. Calx. How can I help you, little girl?
Auntie Aratani, can you help me get Dodoko's story printed so that everybody can see it?
Aww.
Oh, so you've been writing a story, huh? Is Dodoko the main character?
Not only that, Dodoko is also real. Look.
Huh? I don't quite understand.
We'd better explain this to her.
Oh, I see. Oh, I'd love to. The deadline has passed for accepting printing orders for the Iridori Festival.
Auntie, are you saying Dodoko won't be able to meet everyone after all?
Oh, I'm sorry, little girl.
No.
Klee, don't be upset. You still have me and the Traveler. Miss Aratani, is there any way at all we can still get this printed? We can pay extra. And if you're short on staff to help with the printing, I can pitch in.
Miss Yoimiya, I understand your sentiment, but I'm afraid we've been printing many people's personal works for this festival, and a lot of the books are already well behind. At a time like this, we really can't squeeze any more jobs in.
What do we do? Seems like... No, I won't let that happen. I remember this one time when I was little. Pop said he'd take me. I waited and waited and kept wondering when Pops was finally gonna take that night.
Oh.
I cried miserably. To this day, I still remember how sad I felt. I don't want Klee to feel the same way.
Oh no.
If we can't get it printed, then we'll just have to find our own way. I can paint. Over the next few days, I'll paint as many as I can. Then we'll take those to the festival.
My. Yoimiya has quite a determined spirit. I like it very much.
It's Miko and Albedo too.
We heard everything.
Oh, Lady Yai.
It's okay, I know. You were just following the rules, but our mission at Yai Publishing House is to bring dreams and happiness to the masses. It would be a crying shame if we couldn't even help one adorable little girl fulfill her wish. Let me think. Oh, I know. Yoimiya, little girl. You can print your book, but on one condition, okay?
Of course, Lady Guji. Just tell us. Whatever this condition is, I am ready to face it.
Dear me, it's nothing that horrendous. You make it sound like I'm some sort of wicked witch.
She kind of is.
All I mean is, if you want to get your work printed now, there is only one way. You have to combine it with another print. However, there is only a small amount of space remaining in the book in question. Your book is too big, so you have to reduce it to about half the size to make it fit. Is this a sacrifice that you're willing to make?
Klee, Lady Guji is saying that we can print the book if we shrink it to half the size. Are you okay with that? Yup, I am. Thanks, Miss Guji lady.
What an adorable little girl. Well, that settles it. Aratani, make sure it gets printed with tonight's batch.
Yes, Lady Ai. I'll get right on it.
What are you doing with her, Albedo?
Combining the prints is a plausible solution, but it'll cause a lot of extra work for the printing press. I am terribly sorry about that.
No problem. Just think of it as my greeting gift for little Klee. Besides, the Yai Publishing House will need your help with the illustrations again next time, Mr. Calx. All right, I won't disturb you two any longer. Bye-bye now.
Yay! Everything worked out perfectly. Now, we just need to wait for an up-
Yoimiya, Traveler. Thank you for keeping Klee so exceptionally well entertained for me.
No problem.
No worries.
Yes, you're right. Klee is family, after all.
Oh, such a good story.
Now we can finally see what secrets Klee and Yoimiya were keeping from us.
Oh, it's really nothing that exciting.
It's the story of Todoko and me.
And me. And you guys.
Oh. Oh.
Paimon's in the story too! This is Paimon's first time featuring in a printed book!
Of course we included Paimon. This is the story of
This story is me and Yoimiya's gift for Mr. Honorary Knight.
Lady Yai wanted me to inform you that since this book was printed together with another work, we won't charge you a printing fee, but in exchange, the extra copies of your book will be included as a free gift with purchases of the other book. Is that okay with you?
Oh, are you sure? I mean, it's fine by us. But what does the author of the book think?
Actually, the book that yours was printed with is called the Tevat Travel Guide.
Wow.
Hey, that's Mommy's book!
So, Klee's mother is a writer?
Klee's mother, Alice, is a renowned adventurer in Tevat, and the Inazuma edition of her popular Tevat Travel Guide series is set to be released imminently. Lady Yae has already decided on how to promote it. A joint endeavor by Tevat's biggest and best mother-daughter adventure duo. It's sure to be a huge hit.
Paimon knew it! Mika would never do anything for free!
A typical move by Lady Yae.
Yep, I'm super happy because my book gets to be released together with Mommy's book. It's like me and Mommy going on an adventure together. Oh, I'm so glad I came. The Iridori Festival is the best!
The Yai Publishing House. To request a fan.
So many complaints. Ah, are you the travel? You came at the perfect time. As you know, the Iridor. In addition to all the things on, but today we received numerous complaints. They won't leave, so no one. What a headache. Well, we tried talking to them, but the original point of these entertainment facilities, so in principle, it's open to everyone. This means that as long as they haven't done anything technically illegal, there is nothing we. So, if these complaints can't be resolved, I'll lose my bonus.
Hogging a photo board, huh? Should we go and have a look? Well, if it isn't Arataki Ito and his gang.
Oh shoot, I don't freaking know him.
Hey, hey, traveler, Paimon, what's happening? Oh, you came here for the Iridori Festival too? Oh, see, I knew it! Great minds think alike, huh?
Oh, so it does get that.
You're such a child. We're here to take care of a little problem.
Yo, right. Yeah, well, who's got a problem? The Arataki gang considers it our born duty to help those in need.
You're the problem.
Huh?
The Arataki gang is the problem. The Tenryo Commission said you guys have been hogging the photo board and nobody else has had a chance to use it.
Oh, well, no, we haven't. It's kind of a long story. Hey, Mamoru, you're up. Explain the situation to these good people.
Yes, boss. The story starts 2 months ago, when we first found out about the... As everyone knows, this is a festival our boss is very forward-thinking. He thought we should seize this golden opportunity to publish. He also said we can make some money out of it to support our.
Well, that wasn't the main reason, obviously.
Of course that was your main reason.
At first, we had plenty of time. In 2 months, Boss planned to write 60 pages.
But 1 month in, and he'd written a grand total of 1
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, come on, you gotta make sure the quality is up to scratch.
More like worst procrastinator ever.
So we cut some of the planned content, and figured it would still be fine if we could put out 20 pages in the next month.
But the day after that, the boss got a hold of this card game called Genius Invocation TCG.
It felt like we only played a few rounds, but before we knew it...
I was just gathering inspiration for my writing. What?
Sure you were. Inspiration that has absolutely no...
So then we only had 2. Boss said we should just make a colorful flyer instead.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, it didn't take long at all. We came up with 30
But 30 was too many. And we couldn't agree with each other.
That was when we realized we'd have to pay an expensive express fee for the printing.
And we couldn't afford it.
You gotta take it slow if you want to do something well. Pay an express fee and they're gonna do a rush job, and then there's gonna be all sorts of problems. The Arataki gang only puts out the very best into the world. And that is why I decided to give up on that. Yep, well said. You gotta do what keeps you happy. Same goes for humans and Onio. And it's not every day that you get to go to an Iridori festival, right?
And the way you chose to enjoy your...
So at first, Boss brought us here to buy some.
That's right. This ain't no ordinary drink either. It's a special edition joint creation.
But when we got to the festival, the staff wouldn't let us in. They said we had to show up looking like our normal selves before they...
We'd invested a lot of time and money into the way we looked. And then they accused us...
One thing led to another, and by the time we finally got to sailing, we were pretty disappointed. But there was nothing we could do.
So you decided to take over the...
I beg to differ. It's public property. We're just making sure public resources get you...
Yeah, boss is right. We're the ones making the
Never let a single moment in your life go to waste.
Oh, brother. What a...
But we spent so much money on our appearance. We don't have anywhere near an...
Well, you can't just take over this photo board for yourselves because it's free.
I guess when you put it like that...
So come on!
But you know full well that the Arataki... If I say I'm gonna make the most out of this board, then I have to live up to my words. If we just scrap our plan like that, we'd be going against our word. That being said, we won't have to worry about it.
The Arataki way, huh?
So I, Arataki numero uno Ito, challenge you to an all-out. Nope. If you win, I will leave this board alone. Oh, beetle fighting is an awesome idea! Just so happens I caught myself a true Unfortunately, I didn't bring Demon of Darkness with me today, so...
Well, that's a relief.
So, how are we gonna do this duel? Let's think. Yeah, wow, this is a tough nut to crack. Let me think for a second.
Hey, look! Isn't that Toma? Guess he's here for the festival too. Why don't we ask Toma how to do this duel? Paimon bets he'll have tons of ideas. Toma! Toma! Over here!
Hey, Traveler and Paimon. What a nice surprise meeting you guys here. Well, I heard that a certain well-known individual had made an appearance at the festival and taken quite a liking to the Tanuki photo board. Since the Yashiro Commission is the host of this festival... Red Horns. If I'm not mistaken, you must be the esteemed Arataki Ito, leader of the widely renowned Arataki gang. Is that right?
Toma, my bro, your eyes do not deceive you. And you are the housekeeper extraordinaire of the Kamisato clan. You're quite the celebrity yourself, you know.
Well, I'm flattered, Ito. And it's nice to meet you too, bro.
There's a serious bromance developing here.
I didn't expect to run into both Ito and the Traveler here. Speaking of which, I kind of count as the host here. So is anything wrong? Don't worry, you can tell me anything.
It's all Ito. He wants to...
No, it's no, it's no big deal. We were just about to have a duel, and,
Oh, in that case, I have a suggestion. Since your duel is taking place, then you can both do your part for the Iridori Festival.
Volunteering competition? It sounds a little low-key. I give this idea an interest rating of, 2 points. One for the Traveler, one for Toma.
Boss means, 2 points out of 100.
Yeah, this job isn't... Also, since it's volunteering, by definition, there's no remuneration. All you'll get is this special edition drink from Sailing Breeze. As a small... On second thought, this is nowhere near enough for the...
Wait a sec. What was that part about the, token of appreciation?
Oh, it's just a special edition drink produced by Yae Publishing House.
Boss, that's the one! If we take this gig, we'll get that drink!
Oh, so, Toma, my bro, my guy, my dude. Maybe I didn't explain properly. When I said 2 points, that's out of a total of 2. If there's one thing the Arataki gang is known for, I kid you not, it's our patience and responsibility. It's an awesome idea. Totally hard. Traveler, let's do this for our duel, huh?
You didn't seem too interested in it just a second ago.
Hey, this is the mighty Arataki, above all bold-blooded Ito you're talking to here. I'ma say what I mean what I say, might sound mean, but I say it anyway kind of guy. And I say, we're gonna have this duel.
AKA doesn't want people to know he's only doing it for the drinks kind of guy.
If it's decided, then allow me to take the role of your judge. The volunteer work is simple. I will assign some job requests if you're ready.
Okay, our first job is to help a busy vendor. His stand is just near...
Are you the volunteers? As you can see, I've just been so... Can you help me clean up the
Oh my god. What do I just have to...
My experiment will succeed. We can do this!
You finished all. You're wonderful people.
Let's see. Our next job is to help a visitor.
Oh, he's actually freaking moving around.
Hey, Kajira, I'm not playing. I heard they were selling, but can you help?
So
Great! Thanks, Miss.
okay, one last job.
Nope.
We need to help move some goods at the port. Let's go.
And he destroyed me.
Are you the festival? Great. But I have to get all the... Can you please help me to...
You must be the volunteer. You must be tired. I heard the Yashiro Commission has a soy milk is actually one of the ingredients. In fact, the last batch of...
What? So Sailing Breeze and Ito won't be able to drink that! Hurry! We've got to get to Sailing Breeze before he does!
I don't know, he's allergic to soy milk.
What took you so long? I've been here ages. So there you have it. When volunteering is the name of the game, you lose, I win. And to the victor go the special edition spoils. Behold, the Drink of Champions. Created by Sailing Breeze in collaboration with Yae Publishing House. And as featured in the popular work... Woo! All this talk's making me thirsty. Don't mind if I do. Drink of Champions, it's time to come home.
Beans.
That's the good stuff. That was a mighty fine drink. Although, maybe it was past its prime.
Boss, they said they think there might be, beans in the drink.
Huh?
The boss is down! The boss is down!
Quick, get him to a doctor!
What's wrong? Can't Arataki Ito drink soy products?
He's allergic to beans!
Oh, my goodness. Okay, quick, grab Ito. I'm sorry, I didn't even leave Ito to me. Don't worry,
So, your friend is allergic to beans. I'm so sorry that our drink... If you don't mind, please, take that. I could see that your friend enjoyed this drink a lot. Although it tastes slightly different, please accept it.
Wait, is that it? Oh, bet. Let's go.
The 5 Kasen Plaza is significantly less crowded now, but it's still
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Sarah!
Oh, it's you. Do you have something to report? Really? The Tenryo Commission has a responsibility to ensure public—
Oh, you look really—
Nothing serious, really. We've just received a lot of reports, even troublemakers hogging the photo board. All minor incidents. Still, I take the fact that so many people are turning— Shogun gave us—
Well, no matter how busy you are, at least you still found some time to come here and buy an almighty Shogun figurine, right? We want to buy one too!
What do you mean, figurine? I'm just patrolling these parts. In fact, I was just about to leave.
No need to be shy. Actually, Miko told us that you got up super early this one time to make sure you could be the first in line to buy one of these figurines.
That Lady Gucci, how could she disclose? To be clear, I have no intention to hide that which I do out of reverence alone.
Oh? What is—
That is not a figurine. It's a statue of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Agosho, God of Thunder.
Almighty Narukami Oga. Got it.
This particular statue of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Agosho, God of Thunder, is a brand new addition. There will only be 300 available in this batch, and there is a limit of 1 per customer. Many people have been lining up since well before dawn to acquire one.
Oh, really? So you definitely must have gotten here pretty early too then.
Normally, of course, I would come to purchase one myself. But on this occasion, we are required to report for duty long before the shops open. It is...
what?
So instead, I had someone purchase one on my behalf.
Nice.
Oh, right! Wait, you can do that? Didn't you say—
I anticipated the same at first, but Lady Guji Yae found I don't know who the professional is. I assume it would be either someone from the Grand Narukami. I am fortunate to have had Lady Guji's help this time. As well as being willing, they would need to be an early riser. And
early riser and tall.
Huh? Who?
What was that sound? Really? Well,
Saw
never
you.
mind. I have been here long enough. It's time for me to head to my next patrol zone. Stay safe.
Uh-oh, you found me. Sayu, what are you doing here? Shh, quiet. She might still be in earshot. No way. I've been here since last night so I could buy a figurine. But after waiting I only meant to take a short nap. Oh, if I don't buy one of these sheesh. I guess my only hope now is to sacrifice my salary for this month and buy one off of someone who got here in time. Really?
Huh, you didn't manage to get one either? That's strange. She'd been lining up since before sunrise, and she was around the 100th in line. I was only one.
After coming all this, the first batch was smaller than I expected. And who knows? Well,
since I'm here now.
Why so glum? Didn't manage to sell it. Huh. I ain't sell.
I can't believe it. I am definitely done for this time. A whole load of people are saying they didn't manage to get one. Did the shopkeepers get the count wrong or something? Oh, why don't we go ask at Apekasu? Might as well.
Terribly sorry. I was otherwise occupied this morning and had some—
Hey, what about those ones at the back? Aren't they for sale?
I'm sorry, those are display only. Please don't be too disappointed. We're only selling a limited number of these statues at the festival, and this was only—
But when will the next— Also, this poor guy came all the way from Mondstadt. He got here, even he didn't get one.
Look, I don't know a whole lot about Inazuman Festival.
I'm terribly sorry, but I've triple-checked the sales records for this morning, and—
Why don't we get the
The Tenryou Commission?
Sorry, who are you?
Oh, are you saying this falls under the Yashiro Commission's jurisdiction?
Yeah, it does. We will follow up on this matter. That's weird. How come Sayu's so motivated? Shh. If the Tenryou Commission finds out about this, Kujo Sarah will come ask me about it. And then she'll find— Anyway, we can't get the Tenryou Commission involved. Not unless there's—
Well, since someone's—
Since I came all this way and—
Thank you both for your understanding. We will make an—
So we're supposed to be investigating, but we don't have— You mean me? Sorry. Did I hear anything?
Thank you for your patronage.
Thank you. Patronage. Oh, yeah. Huh? That's not how you count it! 16 snores should be about 1 minute. And if we add on the time for moving the box— Right! Sales only started about 4 hours ago, which means, even though I only woke up just now— Well, anyway, so then— Well, there can be SARS people patrolling the area. No one— If someone was up to no good, let's go ask the guy who says he had to—
Huh? You want to know how I got my hands on the statue?
Huh? Why?
It's a no, okay?
Huh? How come?
How did you know?
Huh?
Okay, fine. Since you guessed it anyway, I came here bright and early to line up. But the first batch of statues sold out almost immediately. I wasn't very happy about. To my surprise, I saw him moving boxes and boxes worth of statues out of the store. Needless to say, well, yes, but I paid the shop assistant full price.
It's not for you to decide whether it was a legitimate transaction or not.
Huh? It's...
The Tenryou Commission has received reports that someone has been hoarding goods to resell at extortionate price. It is against the law for a staff member to abuse their position to— We have already investigated the situation at Apekasu. The sales records are—
But how—
Please hand over your statue of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder, as evidence. We will compensate you for your loss once we catch the individual responsible.
Fine. So this guy was cooking the book.
You guys figured this out pretty quickly, Sarah.
In fact, we were only just tipped off. We're still working on the—
Yikes! I've been spotted.
Oh, you must be the professional Lady Guji hired. I was just wondering why I hadn't seen you yet.
We were investigating the missing figurines. Oh, I mean, statues of Her Excellency, the—
Is that so? Then thank you. The Tenryou Commission will take over from here. Really? Thank you. So, where is the statue of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder?
Oh, yeah! Sayu's spent the whole night investigating. Yeah, right. I definitely would have made it back in time to buy one, if only it hadn't been for someone's...
I see. So in the end, you... Don't blame yourself. The criminal is the one responsible here. According to the intelligence, the suspect has already started reselling the statue. If we confront him head-on, he's like... Since you've spent the whole night thoroughly investigating this situation, would you be willing to help?
What?
Who introduced you? Oh, I'm that guy. But let me... Well, you can
We gotta keep negotiating as long as we can.
I don't have time... to negotiate. Do you want it? You think this is a game or something? If you're not...
The next location you move to will be the police station. You are under arrest.
The Tenryou Commission?
Thank you for your help. The culprit has revealed the location.
Great! So once Epekusu has counted this time,
I'm afraid it's not that simple. The stolen goods will have to be kept as evidence at the police... I would be grateful if you could inform the shopkeeper.
Although Sora didn't say anything... Is there really nothing we can do?
I see. Thank you. Wait, hold on. Although this statue of Her Excellency, now that I think about it, after all, it was our negligence that caused trouble for you all on this occasion.
Really? Sounds good. As long as we... Uh-oh. Please. Take Sayu.
Oh. Is this?
We just grabbed it and came straight here! But now that Paimon takes a closer look at it, it's really well made!
Of course. This is a prototype designed by Yae Publishing House's top artist and crafted by the most skilled lacquerware master in Inazuma City. Otherwise, how could one hope to capture even 1,000th of the almighty Shogun's majesty? Let alone maintain it. To do that, you must buy a special kind of shrine and worship it properly. It's also essential to clean it often to avoid a buildup of dust, and it's best practice to hire a craftsman to perform regular maintenance.
Sarah!
What's wrong? These are the 5 principles for
No,
maintenance of the
stop.
statue of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Agosho, God of Thunder. And I haven't even finished explaining the first one.
I never knew there was such a fuss over these tiny figurines. I'm surprised Miko never mentioned it to me.
Your Excellency, this is most unexpected.
I had some spare time, so I decided to come out for a stroll. Oh, did you buy this figurine yourself?
It was him.
Oh.
Hey, what?
Oh, I didn't know you liked little trinkets like these.
Your Excellency, I've yet to finish the defense arrangements for the Iridori Festival. Please excuse me.
Very well, thank you.
Watching Sarah leave, she looked kinda sad.
I have another such figurine in Tenshukaku, a sample sent by Yae Publishing House. I don't need it, so I think I'll gift it to you. I shall not go back on my word. I have committed to giving it to you. What you choose to do with it is your business. You're quite free to give it to somebody else, if you wish.
Uh-oh.
Or to save you the trouble, I can have someone from Tenshukaku deliver it directly. But, of course, your name will have to be written as the sender.
Why does all this have to be so complicated?
Good. I'll have someone attend to this shortly. Oh, and I wish you a pleasant and enjoyable Irodori Festival.
Blade! Yeah.
Brace yourself. Allow me to strike first. Clear. Watch your step. Allow me to strike first.
There should be one last ship arriving in Rito today. But the Iridori Festival is coming to an end. Who would be showing...
No.
Traveler, Paimon. Nice to see you. Wow! It's Kokomi! Yes, but we are not here represent... Things are quiet. Goro was not greatly interested in the...
Her Excellency is traveling outside of Watatsumi Island and...
Pen pal? Yes, my pen pal and I share very similar tastes. Since we were both coming to... Sounds pretty professional. Hey, since you... It's almost time. Kokomi, Paimon's super cute. Let me... This is the meeting.
There's...
My. Who have we?
Miko?
Oh, why'd he run?
Paimon hadn't counted on running into Miko. Or they gonna end... Lady Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine. Now what?
If it...
Uh-oh, this is getting out of control. Hello. Nice to meet you, fried tofu with all the frills.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine, soul of the deep.
Hey, Miko is Kokomi's pen pal? No, it can't be. Look at them. Clearly they already knew
Whatever are you talking about? Let's go. The venue for this meeting is in the Kanjo Commission headquarters.
Who holds a book review in the Kanjo Commission? You're not here to talk about shaking up the Inazuma... Watatsumi Island will soon hold formal...
Right, especially with someone outside of the shogunate like myself. But this is just...
Huh.
By the way, where...
Huh. That's right. Where did Goro go? Goro went to...
Oh, what a pity.
Traveler... I have been getting the sense that... I noticed he instinctively hid as soon as he saw her just so... I would like to give him the task, but Goro rarely buys anything. Kokomi, Thank you.
No.
Goro?
Oh, it's you. I came here to ensure the sick.
Goro, don't be so hard.
Oh, Her Excellency's purchase list. Got it. This is...
Goro, let us come with you.
Ah. There is a children's storybook on this list.
A children's story?
Yes, it's for the children of what? Hello? I'll take 5 copies.
Thank you for your patronage. Wow, you're a lucky customer. There's a coupon and...
Wow, good.
Here you go. A toy fox.
What?
Are you okay? The hair on your tail is standing on end.
Fine. Hey, could you maybe, look after the toy for me? Yes. As a thank you gift for...
Seems like...
Okay, next up... it says on the list that Her Excellency had an editor called Onodera purchase the late...
Oh, we know him!
Excuse me, are you Mr. Onodera?
Hello there. Yes, I have the book right here.
Oh, also, if you have these...
All right. Oh my goodness. You were the 100th reader to buy the Saga of Hamavaran. That entitles you to receive a special edition.
Are you serious?
Are you okay? You don't look very well.
I'm fine. Her Soul of the Deep asked me to buy this book after all.
Goro does not look like he's enjoying...
Oh, one other thing. Because of the amount of your purchase, you're able to enter the yacht. Sir, please take your lucky draw whenever you are ready.
Just turn the handle and a prize ball will come out. Maybe today's your lucky day.
Come on,
Oh.
Let me see. Oh, wow.
Goro, you're a lucky dog today.
The grand prize prize is a full collection of each light novel published by Yai Publishing House. Not only is the prize awarded personally by Lady Yai, but you will also have a chance to shake hands and take a photo with her to commemorate the occasion.
What? Not only do I have to meet her, but I have to shake her hand and take a photo with her too?
What? This guy won the Yai Publishing House's grand prize?
An entire set of all their light novels.
Huh? You mean you want to give up the prize?
Goro, don't give up your prize. If you don't...
No, that's not what I meant. I'm not giving up the prize, and I can cope with the... But I have a request. I would like to ask Yai Publishing House to change the prize from light novels to books on
agricultural...
Yes. The land in Watatsumi Island is one of her Soul of the Deep's core. If I can get these books as my prize instead, we can save a lot of...
I see. I understand your request, but I will contact Lady Yai now. Please wait for our...
Okay.
Of you.
You think so? I guess I got a burst of courage. I am the general of Watats. I'm ready now. I feel like I'm back on the battlefield.
You still look pretty nervous.
Well, probably because I just realized she...
Sorry for keeping you all waiting.
How did it go?
Lady Yai has agreed to your request.
That's great!
Additionally, Lady Yai says that she will include a few extra works. You may accompany me to Yai Publishing House's warehouse.
You'll package the books.
Lady Yai said selecting the books made, although she did leave you a letter.
I didn't think Yai Miko would cancel the ceremony. Huh. Anyway, I'll go with the editor to pick the books now. Great!
Kokumi and Goro will be boarding their boat home soon. Let's go... Traveler Paimon, thank you. Very worthwhile. Goro also made a great contribution.
I may have won the prize, but ultimately, it was Yai Miko who gave...
Speaking of, didn't Yai...
Oh, I almost forgot. I'll read it now.
Dear Goro, I suppose you must have been extremely nervous. It came as a surprise indeed to learn that not only did you those books are a token of my goodwill to Watatsumi. Ah, yes, I'm sure that by this point you must be feeling ever so grateful for... Yai Publishing House will host an event next month, and we are looking for... Goro, you are not only patient, but also very beautiful. Oh, and by the way, it'll be a woman's outfit.
I knew it! I knew she was up to something!
Let me try this blade.
What? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That won't work. This will do.
Yeah. Yeah. What? Yeah. Yeah.
Cheap tricks.
Yeah.
Thank you.